Hi, this is Victor Cruz, Super Bowl champion New York Giants, and I got to get my ICTV.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the basement of La Penta for the 2016-2017 NBA season preview. This time, we have the Charlotte Hornets, Matt Lascelles and Martino Puccio with you. First round elimination last year. They were the 6th seed when it went up against the Miami Heat. Did pretty well for themselves, all things considered.
They held their own
to where they were a couple years ago.
Right.
They've really made some nice strides. So anyways, key additions, Roy Hibbert, Marco Bellinelli. Bellinelli, the much better pickup in my opinion. Roy Hibbert, never the same since those couple years in Indiana.
Yep.
I think their losses are pretty big.
Far outweigh their gains.
They far outweigh their gains, like you say, no better way to describe it. They lose Al Jefferson, one of the best big men in their team's history.
Can we just talk about Al Jefferson for a second? I thought like 6 years ago he was like 35, but I guess he's
very young. He came out of high school.
He's
didn't
a
know that?
workhorse. I like Al Jefferson.
Al Jefferson's
Oh,
top 5 low post game in the NBA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Offensive,
When
obviously.
when healthy.
When
Injuries have plagued him a little bit of late.
A little bit, but I mean, that's what happens when you come out of high school.
And he hasn't really played for a good team either.
He's never, his team last year that he played for was probably the best team ever played for. So anyways, they also lose Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin was a very important asset off of the bench. They also lost P.J. Harrison too, but that wasn't that big of a loss. I didn't even bother to put that down. But also Courtney Lee, losing him to the Knicks, another big loss there. I don't see. I mean, their starting 5 is solid. You have Kemba, Nick Batum, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is there for the season. He missed pretty much all of last year.
And he showed some really nice spurts defensively. Shooting the ball a little better.
He was the ultimate X factor on that Kentucky team when they won the national championship. He was the one that really sealed the deal for them, even though he wasn't the most talented.
Right.
And Marvin Williams and then Roy Hibbert. What do you think about that 5?
I think the starting 5 is okay. I think that gets weaker. Marvin Williams isn't a real 4. He's a stretch 4. Really,
but it's
really
a positionless league.
I guess you could say a positionless league, but if it's going to be positionless, then they got a positionless player in Roy Hibbert. I mean, Roy Hibbert really hasn't done anything good for anybody in a while. I'm not a Roy Hibbert believer.
Disaster last year.
Disaster. Roy Hibbert's. It's not. Kaminsky's going to see more time.
Yeah, Kaminsky's really got to step it up again.
Yeah, because you're Hibbert's backup, and Hibbert is just. He could surprise everybody. I mean, he could average 2.5 blocks, and he doesn't rebound. He's 7'3" and he doesn't rebound. I mean,
I think with a guy with Hibbert, you just need to tell him to do a certain job.
Yeah.
Say, Roy, just come in.
Tries to do too much.
Give us 20, 25 minutes if you can. Don't give him anything crazy that he can't handle.
Right.
You know, give Kaminsky some really good minutes too. Say,
you
Roy,
dunk the ball
Roy,
when you
come
can dunk
in.
the ball.
Give us
rebound.
Give us 5 rebounds, Roy, and if he can, a block or 2. And who knows, you maybe put up like 5-6 points. Like just do something that it contributes to the team on the time that you're on the court. I think it's more of a defensive kind of guy.
I think it is too, but then you look at the rest of their team. Marvin Williams is a defensive guy. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is a defensive guy, and so is Nicholas Batum. Who's putting the ball in the basket?
You have Kemba and Frank Kaminsky.
My thing here is
Bellinelli's a shooter.
I think for asking, but was he going to shoot 400 threes a game? My thing with Hibbert is that you could ask him, okay, come in and play 20, 25 minutes and get 5 rebounds. You're 7'3" in 25 minutes. You should have 8 or 9 rebounds.
I know, but all things considered, everything that's happened.
So we'll see Kaminsky get more time. Perry Ellis is going to get time because Perry Ellis spent 9 years in college, so he should be ready to play in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Could have gotten his doctorate.
Cody Zeller will see time. Cody Zeller's solid.
But my thing is, if I was them, I would bring Kidd-Gilchrist off the bench as an energy guy, put Batum as a 3 because he used to play the 3, okay, when he was in Portland, and put Bellinelli as the 2, so you have a shooter there.
Yeah.
I think that's a much better lineup for them, but I don't think it's something that they want to move forward with.
Or even if it's Jeremy Lamb, just so you can keep Bellinelli coming off the bench.
Jeremy Lamb's a solid guy off the bench.
Jeremy Lamb's solid and bounce around. He got Ramon Sessions.
I think there's too much mediocrity.
I agree.
That's the problem.
I think it starts. I really think it starts with Hibbert. I think there's nothing there.
They regressed with talent when the rest of the conference improved, except for a team or two. Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Maybe even you can consider Brooklyn's moves to be better than theirs.
I think the moves are better. I think Charlotte's still better because they had more to work with.
They have more talent originally there, but their losses.
Kemba's on the cusp of that second tier of point guards. He's
Yeah,
right
I think he's just a notch below Isaiah Thomas in terms of small guards.
Right
in that room.
So I don't see a whole lot from Charlotte. They're not making the playoffs.
Look, I don't think so either.
No, because the East has improved too much. There's too many 5 to 8 teams.
And I don't think
the conference is filled with teams that fit in the 5 to 8
And what we always talk about is star power. I don't think they have enough of that.
It's a league where you can't be. It's not a college sport. In a college sport, you can have a team full of decent guys, and you can get somewhere based. You can't get there.
I think they have one of the worst front courts in the league.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I really
and it's
don't.
It's not a knock to Marvin Williams. It's literally only a knock for the most part to Roy Hibbert. Marvin Williams is playing out of position.
And Kaminsky is just, come on. Everyone thinks tall 7-footer that can shoot is going to be the next Dirk. He's not.
It's not. Dirk's a once-in-a-lifetime player. Well, twice because now we have Porzingis. But
we'll see. He just started.
Yeah,
that unicorn.
Whatever, but regardless, Charlotte's no playoffs.
Charlotte, no playoffs. Hopefully,
I think they get eaten up by their division.
Oh yeah. I don't think that division is. That's the least improved division.
Yeah,
of everyone.
I think a lack of a front court. I think a lack of a front court. When you're playing against guys like Ibaka,
relying too much on a guy like Kemba Walker. His size is bad, and that's why in addition with Al Horford helps out the Celtics so much because they don't have to just worry about Isaiah Thomas and one or two other threats. It's a whole other thing. But now it's just you lose the threat of Al Jefferson or Courtney Lee or Jeremy Lin. It just really makes things harder for Kemba Walker. So I think that's going to be difficult for them. So that'll wrap it up for the Charlotte Hornets segment. Up next, it's going to be Chicago Bulls. Very interesting move they made recently that we will talk about. Yeah. So we'll be right back after this 2016-17 NBA preview.